What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Tier List Tuesday. Obviously, it's Tuesday, February 15th, to be the exact Tuesday. Next Tuesday is the best Tuesday of all time. The 2/22/22 on Tuesday. So we'll be looking forward to that. I'd start it at 2/22 if I could, but I work, sadly. But yeah. We got Tier List Tuesday. I also want to apologize for the first episode of Who Am I? Hogwarts House, for it being so bad of quality. So maybe in the future we'll revisit Hogwarts House and see if we get something different. And also, I will apologize for the dog outside, as you can hear now. Don't really know what she's barking at, but she's barking. She's making sure we're safe here in the Morris household. I shouldn't have given away my last name. Dang it. Scratch that. But yeah, Tier List Tuesday. Now I will give the friendly reminder, as all YouTubers do, that most of you are probably tired of hearing, but please subscribe and please like the video. Please follow the Insta and Twitter in the description. And yeah, we obviously have, according to the title, Pokémon-Kanto region. Obviously, as you can see by the shirt, I'm a big fan of Pokemon. I'm not as familiar with the newer versions, but I'm more of an old school guy. If you guys like this tier list, I might do another region. I'm not really good with the region names, but the other two regions that I'm okay with is the Cyndaquil, Totodile, and Chikorita. Those region, and Chimchar, Turtwig, and Kanto, more like cannot play. Yeah, I'm not picking that one up. Cannot. Okay. That one went right over my head. It's bad. What's bad? Pokemon? JK. Alright, let's just get into it. From top to bottom, we have our tiers. Best Buds, which is kind of like, I'm basing that off of like the Ash and Pikachu. Like, I would want this Pokemon to be my best bud. The Mango region is bad. Manto. I'm confused. But hey, can't. There you go. It's not bad. Part of the crew, second tier. It's kind of, in my bag, we'll say. And then pretty neat, so they're okay. And then respectable, I don't think they're really that cool, but they're not like horrible. And then just plain boring is the bottom. So yeah. Obviously 1 through, how many are there? Oh crap. I think there's 100 and, oh god, I don't remember. So this might be a longer tier list, but hey. Let's just get right into it. Why don't we? And I'm sorry if I don't know the names. I know most of the names, but yeah. Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is part of the crew for me. I like Bulbasaur. And along with Bulbasaur, Ivysaur is part of the crew. I think that might be a hot take. I like Ivysaur. Now, Venusaur, I'm just going to say Venusaur is pretty neat. So that's how I think about the Bulbasaur family. I don't know if Ivysaur really gets much love, but I like Ivysaur. The mushroom on top, yeah. I'm kind of going on looks and moves, and yeah, I just like Bulbasaur and Ivysaur more. Charmander. This might be a hot take. Charmander is just pretty neat for me. I'm not crazy about Charmander. And then Charmeleon is just respectable. The horn on top is just weird. It's a weird color. Not a big fan of Charmeleon. But Charizard, I mean, that might be like a bandwagoner. That's a very popular choice, but it's a dragon. Charizard's dope. And now Squirtle with the Squirtle family. Squirtle is part of my crew. I like Squirtle. Very good in the anime. Now War Turtle is just respectable. It's there's they say the teenage years of the starters usually aren't very popular. Ivysaurs for me, Charmeleon and War Turtle are not. Now Bulbasaur is, I gotta say, part of the crew too. I like Bulbasaur. That's not Bulbasaur. Jesus Christ, why am I... Wait. Oh my god. Why can't I think of its name? Squirtle? War Turtle? Bulbasaur is what I just did. Oh my god, why can't I think of it? I'm losing my mind. What is your freaking name? I'm going insane. Blastoise. Jesus Christ, I am an idiot. Wow. Thank you, Pierce. Jesus Christ. It's been a long day. Let's just say that. I just want to be clear that I knew it was Blastoise. Like I've known that in the past. Just right then, it just slipped. Oh, this is going to be a thick tier list, ain't it? Oh yeah, very thick. Some, for some of the boring ones like Caterpie, just plain boring. Metapod, just plain boring. We'll go a little quicker. Butterfree's respectable. Weedle, just plain boring. Kakuna, just plain boring. Beedrill, though. Beedrill's pretty neat. I like the stingers. Stingers are cool. Now, the birds. Not a fan of any of those birds. I mean, I don't even know what Pidgeot and Pidgeota or whatever. Pidgeotto. I mean, you can't even tell the difference, really. I mean, there's a little bit of a difference. Their tails and hair swap. That's boring. And now, the rats, Raticate and Ratata. Just plain boring. You know what? These birds are also, well, for some weird reason, just because of what Spearow looks like, I think Spearow kind of looks cool. Fearow looks kind of dumb, though. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Fearow looks weird. Ekans. Ekans is respectable for me. And Arbok? For some weird reason, Arbok always just seemed cool to me. And Arbok is part of the crew. I think just the look of it, yeah. That's basically it. Arbok, part of the crew. Agnew, Spearow? Ignore that. Too late. Pikachu? I mean, best buds. I mean, come on. It's Pikachu. Raichu's just pretty neat for me. Now, oh god, that's Sandshrew. I must say respectable, but then Sandslash is pretty neat. Yeah, just pretty neat. Now, oh god, I can never. Nidoran? I think that's Nidoran. I struggle with these names. Nidoran is kind of odd. I'm gonna still say respectable because they're not just plain boring, both of them. Nidoqueen? I'm not really that big of a fan of Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen's just pretty neat for me. Now, this is Nidorino, or one of them is Nidorino. Both of them are just respectable. But Nidoking, I don't know what it is about Nidoking. Probably because, I'm not sexist, but Nidoking is part of the crew. I like Nidoking more than Nidoqueen. Yeah, I think I said that right. Could I think that's Clefairy. One of them's Clefable. That's Clefable, I think. That's Clefairy. Oh well. One of the Claws. Yeah, they're just like weird. I mean, they're just kind of blobs of pink when you really look at them. That one has little spikes coming out of its armpits. They're just respectable. Vulpix? Vulpix is part of the crew. That was Brock. That was one of his Pokemans. And Ninetales. Ninetales part of the crew too. I like Ninetales and Vulpix. Very, very, very good evolutionary family. Jigglypuff? Jigglypuff is part of the crew. I like Jigglypuff. Miss Jen. Yes. And Wigglytuff, back to like just the weird pink blob guys. I know I say that, and Jigglypuff is part of the crew. That's because of Super Smash Bros. And it's Jigglypuff. Zubat? No. Obviously, Crobat is not in this, but yeah, not a big fan of the bats. Just not a big fan. I don't know why. Oddish? I'm gonna say I don't know. I kind of like the way Oddish looks. I'm gonna give Oddish pretty neat. Gloom though is disrespectful for me, and Foul Plume I'm gonna give pretty neat. I like the look of these two. Not too much of Gloom though. Paris. Yeah, Paris and Parasect are just respectable. I don't really. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of them. Heck yeah, I love him. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Venonat. I always thought Venonat was pretty neat. And I'm just gonna put Venomoth in respectable. I like Venonat more than Venomoth. Now, the one that Nick likes. Ditto. Oh no, this isn't Ditto. Jesus Christ, I'm an idiot. Diglett. Yeah, he is part of the gun. Diglett. The Diglets are just respectable for me. Man, Coco's going ham right now, isn't she? Meowth. Meowth is part of the crew. Team Rocket, Jesse and James. Perfect time for someone to say ditto to that. Okay. What? Moving on. Persian. I think Persian is just pretty neat. I know it's just a cat, but Giovanni and yeah. Psyduck. Psyduck's just pretty neat for me. I know Psyduck might be a popular Pokemon, but it's just pretty neat to me. As well as Golduck. Now Mankey and Primeape. I'm not a big fan of these guys, if I'm being honest. And now Growlithe and Arcanine. Growlithe will be part of my crew. And Arcanine, I don't think this is a hot take. Arcanine, I'd be best buds with Arcanine. I like Arcanine. Arcanine's dope. Now the Polyworld family. I think I have to put them all respectable. I'm not crazy about any of them. What they are. Yeah. Now, one of my favorite families, the Abra family. Abra? I just said they're one of my favorite families. You know what? I want to put Abra. Pretty neat. Oh my god. It's Kadabra. There we go. But Alakazam, I don't know what it is about Alakazam, but I've always liked Alakazam. It was probably because he was in the Mew and Mewtwo movie, briefly, and I just like Alakazam. I like the 2 spoons. Alakazam is best bud for me. And now, Machop family. Machop and Machoke are just respectable for me, but Machamp is part of the crew. I like Machamp. Alakazam is my favorite. There, look at that. Write it down right now. What time is it? 8:16, February 15, 2022. Me and Pierce finally agree on something on the tier list. Let's go, round of applause. All right, round of applause for everybody. We finally made it. We finally did it. Bellsprout. I mean, these guys, they're just respectable. They're not plain boring, but yeah. Timid Cool. It's 8:17 actually. When I looked at my clock, it was 8:16, sir. Tentacool. They're gonna be just respectable, but I think it's Cruel. He's pretty neat. I don't know. It looks cooler. Geodude. I'm gonna do something really weird. Geodude is pretty neat, but then Graveler and Golem, they're just respectable. I'm not crazy about them. Ponyta. You know what? Ponyta and Rapidash are part of my crew. I think they're very underrated. I'm a fire guy, as you can tell, but I like Ponyta and Rapidash. Rapidash is obviously cooler. And Galarian forms of them are very cool too. Slowpoke? I'm gonna say Slowpoke. Slowpoke is pretty neat. And Slowbro, I will say that as well about Slowbro. They're both pretty neat. They're better than respectable, but they're not part of my crew yet. Not there yet. These guys, yeah, no. They're just plain boring. Farfetch. Farfetch. I'm just gonna put respectable. I was debating on going just plain boring, but Farfetch is respectable. Doduo. You're just plain boring, but Dotrio is respectable. Not crazy. Not crazy about birds in general. Seal. I kind of like I go respectable for Seal, and then Dugong will go up to pretty neat. Not the worst evolutionary family, but not the best. Grimer. I'm gonna go pretty neat for both Grimer and Muck. I think they're okay. Grimer, Muck. Shelder. Shelder's just plain boring for me. Cloyster. I think that's how you say it. Cloyster. Respectable for me. Ghastly. Ghastly is pretty neat. Haunter, though, is just respectable for me. I'm not a big fan of Haunter, but Gengar is part of my crew. I'm a fan of Gengar. So yeah, we went, pretty neat for the first, respectable for the second, part of the crew for the top of the evolutionary family. Onyx. Onyx is also part of my crew. That's probably because Brock was one of my favorites. Onyx. Oh well. If he didn't, Onyx is still cool. Onyx is better than Steelix. Changed my mind. Not the shiny version though. Shiny version of Steelix is dope. Drowsy. Drowsy is just respectable, and Hypno is also just respectable. This evolutionary family makes no sense to me. It's like an elephant, and then it turns into a cat. If someone could explain that to me, it would be great, because it makes no sense to me. Krabby and Kingler, yeah, they're boring. This family, not a big fan, obviously. Voltorb, I think that, yeah. Voltorb, I'm just gonna go respectful for both Voltorb and Electrode. Not crazy about them. If you play Pokemon Go, you know that you caught a lot of at least these guys for a long time, a little bit too long. But yeah, recently they're respectful. Execute, yeah, boring. Not a big fan. Or is that Execute? No, I think that's Execute. No, that is Execute. That is, can't think of the name right now. Oh well, they're just respectable. Cubone. I'm gonna say Cubone is pretty neat, but then Marowak, yours respectable. I think it was a downgrade on the evolutionary line there. Oh god, I think one of them's Hitmonlee, one of them's Hitmonchan. I think that. Oh god, one of the hit. I'm gonna say that both of them are pretty neat. I like both of the Hitmons. Lickitung? It's just respectable for me. Never really got into Lickitung. Coughing and wheezing. I think coughing and wheezing are both pretty neat for me. Kind of okay with them. They were part of Team Rocket. I kind of like Team Rocket, which is weird. But yeah, coughing and wheezing, both pretty neat. Rhyhorn for me is part of my crew. I don't know what it is. Just like the look and the attacking that Rhyhorn does is just dope to me. Rhydon though, you know what? Rhydon's just respectable for me. This was a real downgrade in my opinion. We have the first being part of the crew, Rhyhorn, and then Rhydon going down to respectable. Chansey. I'm gonna say Chansey is pretty neat. Not going crazy. It was part of the crew. Chansey was pretty neat. It's better than respectable. Tangela. I'm just gonna put respectable for Tangela. I never really liked Tangela and could I don't want to say a Middle Eastern country. Kangaskhan. Pretty neat. We're just gonna say pretty neat. I'm not gonna try to say the name. Horsey. I would say Horsey's pretty neat. I can't think of this guy's name. Seadra. I think Seadra, because Kingdra is the next one. I think. But yeah, they're both pretty neat. They're kind of cool looking. Yeah. Little Golding, pretty neat. Up there, see, pretty neat. But then Seeking, respectable. Another downgrade, in my opinion. Starly. You know what? I'm gonna put Starly at pretty neat. But then Starmie, I'm gonna put part of my crew. I don't know what I just like Starly or Starmie. I like them both, but Starmie is better than Starly. I just like the design of it. I think it's pretty part of the crew. Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime's pretty neat. I liked the Detective Pikachu Mr. Mime. That was a funny little scene. It was just pretty neat. Scyther, not gonna lie. Scyther, I'm just gonna put part of my crew. I was gonna put Scyther at Best Buds, but Best Buds is like the top of the top, and Scyther's almost there. Really is almost. But Scyther's part of my crew. Jinx, just respectable. I'm not crazy about Jinx. This might be a hot take, but Electabuzz is part of my crew also. I really like Electabuzz. Electabuzz is better than Electrode. I think that's what his name is. The evolution of Electabuzz later on in the Pokemon anime. And then Magmar. Magmar is pretty neat for me. Kind of like Magmar. He kind of looks goofy, but yeah, just pretty neat. Pinsir. Pinsir is just respectable for me. I don't know if people generally like him or like it. Not here to defend. Sorry, Pinsir. But yeah, just respectable. Tauros, another one that's just respectable. I mean, it's just a bull. It's a normal type. It's boring. Magikarp, though? Magikarp, pretty neat. I don't know what it is about Magikarp. It's goofy. You know, it stinks. It's like probably, I mean, ever. But yeah, it's pretty neat. But then Gyarados, I mean, it's Gyarados. Gyarados would be a best bud. I mean, it's a water dragon. I mean, come on. Gyarados. Lapras? We go Lapras part of the crew. I like Lapras. Lapras pretty dope. And really, Ditto, when you think about it, Ditto can be in every single category. Because Ditto is everything. I think that's why Nick loves him. And it's a good take, Nick. Someone put Ditto at Best Bud. Because Ditto is the combination of all of these. Thank you for opening my eyes to that, Nick. Even though you didn't say that specifically, I knew what you were going for when you said, heck yeah, I love him. Which was wrong for you to assume Ditto's gender, because Ditto can be any gender. It's gender fluid. Ditto can act like my friend. Transform into your friend, actually. Eevee. Eevee's part of the crew. I like Eevee. It's like nice little cute, I guess, fox. I don't know. Is it a fox? I don't know what Eevee is, but it's a nice little cute character. I like Eevee. Vaporeon is also part of the crew. Jolteon is also part of the crew. And now it's time for hot take time. Flareon is just pretty neat. I'm not a big fan of Flareon. Ditto can be Margot Robbie or real life Transformers, which rules. I think it's in the Pokemon universe. But keep dreaming, Nick. Yeah, Flareon, just pretty neat for me. Porygon, respectable. I never really liked Porygon. It looks kind of weird. Oh god. Omanite. Yeah, just respectable. I can't think of that one's name right now, which is why they're going in respectable. Oh god. Kaboot. Yeah, whatever. That one just looks weird. But then the evolved version, which I can't think of the name right now, is pretty neat. It's a cool looking Pokemon. I think we can all agree on it looks pretty cool. Aerodactyl. I'm gonna go pretty neat with Aerodactyl. cool looking Pokemon. Snorlax, I think this should be everybody's. I would be best buds with Snorlax. Just napping on his tummy, on its tummy all the time. Sorry. Best buds. Best buds. Now we're going into, some of the bigger, you got the legendaries coming up. And then the Dratini family in the middle. Articuno. I'm going to say Articuno is part of the crew. And Zapdos, I would be best buds with Zapdos. And Moltres is part of the crew. I feel like I have to do that. Zapdos, in my opinion, is the best bird. I like the look of it. I like the moves better. Yeah. I think if Moltres looked cooler, because I'm a big fan of fire, it would be best buds, but I'm not the biggest fan of what Moltres looks like. But yeah, they're still part of the crew, so they're still pretty high up. But yeah, Zapdos, in my opinion, is the best bird. Now, Dratini and I think Dragonair, I think that's how you say it, they're just respectable. But then Dragonite, obviously, Dragonite, best bud. I mean, yeah. It might be not a very hot topic, very popular choice, but Dragonite's the best bud of mine. Now, Mewtwo and Mew. Mewtwo once tried to mug me. Is that like in New York? Actually, I think it would be really creepy if someone dressed up as Mewtwo. Mewtwo once tried to mug me. That's interesting. I mean, did you take legal action? Because it would probably be pretty tough against Mewtwo. This can be a hot take. Mewtwo, for me, is just part of the crew. Mewtwo's still cool. I want to get that out there. Mew, in my opinion, is cooler than Mewtwo. And Mew, this is... I'm already struggling with words, and the fact that they did that to me, Mew and Mewtwo. Okay, it's a true story. I believe you, Nick. But Mew is cooler than Mewtwo. That's also a true story. The mainstream media is surprising the story. I think you meant suppressing. Wait for the chat delay. I'm sure you fixed your mistake. Maybe. But yeah. There we have it, folks. Got Charizard, Pikachu, Arcanine, Alakazam, Gyarados, Ditto, Big Brain. Mewtwo is a knockoff of YouTube. Is it though? Snorlax, Zapdos, Dragonite, and Mew are all my best buds. I'd walk around with those. LOL, autocorrect. Yep, gotcha. And then part of the crew, we got that, that's the crew. Those are my Pokemon. I was gonna say people, but I guess they're not really people, technically. And then pretty neat. Yeah, that little group. Still, I was gonna say those are still respectable but technically these are still respectable. And then we got the misses. So yeah, I will leave you with that. Again, please, if you made it this far, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you Thursday. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Thursday at 8 again, most likely. So yeah, until I see you again, be on the lookout for another Pokemon pack opening upload this weekend at some point. Follow the Instagram to know exactly when that comes out. And I think that's all I have to cover. Until Thursday.